It is Friday, November 18th, and XUR is in the EDZ, so let's go check out his inventory. First up, we have the Queensbreaker. It's fine. It's nothing special. Of course, if you don't have it, grab it, but again, nothing special. Then we got Lucky Pants with a 64 overall. I mean, 64 overall is great. It's just an even stat distribution, so it's nothing special. But if you don't have something higher up, then I guess it's worth it. 61 overall, I don't think this is worth it. Too much mobility and too much intellect personally, and it doesn't quite hit 65, which is what I'm looking for. Then we have Chromatic Fire, and this is a 59 overall. It's just not really worth it. Moving on down to the weapons, we have the CM, so I'm going to call it because I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, with Dynamic Sway Reduction and Demolitionist. It's like a half and half kind of thing. Like, Demo is good for PvE, and Dynamic Sway Reduction is good for PvP. There's nothing special about the magazine, and yeah, it's alright. It's an old weapon, so if you don't have one, pick it up, but it's not very good. Then we have the Cold Denial with Threat Detector and Sympathetic Arsenal. Neither perks are very good, so I'm going to skip that one myself. But then we have this Grid Skipper with Slideways and Frenzy, which is really, really good for PvP, because Frenzy is almost always active in PvP. You're always going to be getting that increase to your damage. And then Slideways boosts the stability and handling after you slide. So this thing can essentially become a laser beam. It's very, very good. And then Armor Piercing Rounds doesn't do a whole lot in Crucible, but it's a good ammo type. You can also go with Flared with Magwell, which is very good. And then we got Fluted Barrel. So honestly, and Small Bore, I mean, the barrel, this part of the gun isn't great, but the masterwork and the perks are absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to pick this one up. I think it's definitely worth a pickup. Then we have the 7th Seraph CQC-12 with Quick Draw and Snapshot. This is a very, very good shotgun and definitely worth your time. So I would go ahead and grab this. Quick Draw and Snapshot are both fantastic perks for a shotgun in PvP. Then we have the Aikilo Sniper Rifle with Feeding Frenzy and Distribution Break. Nothing special there. And then Auto-Loading Unrelenting on the Code Duelio. I'm going to skip that. And then the Stars and Shadows with Outlaw and Dragonfly. It's okay, and I believe that this has glitched perks too, so it also has field prep and all this crap going on. Honestly, this weapon's really easy to get out of Vanguard, so it's nothing special. Then we move on down to the armor, and we have this Yellow Reaper set, or the Sentry set, I should say. I don't know if he's ever sold this before, so this is definitely worth a pickup if you don't have it for those collectors out there. And we have another set of armor, so that's interesting. So double the chance for some good armor this weekend. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. 59 overall, that's a skip. 57, that's a skip. 64 overall, that's great, but we got too much intellect. 55, skip. 54, skip. 54, skip. Skip, skip. Honestly, it was looking up, but just not quite good enough for us there. And then with the Hawk Moon this weekend, we have Snapshot, which is always fun. It's hard to go wrong with a lot of these rolls on Hawk Moon. And then the DMT with Snapshot, not super necessary with Snapshot. It's an okay roll. There's definitely better rolls out there. But let's jump on over to our Warlock. Okay, we are on our Warlock now. Let's check out the armor. We have 64 overall with Recovery and Intellect. That is a pretty dang good pickup. And if you're looking for Intellect, which normally I'm not, but hey, that is a very good piece of armor right there. 65 overall, but the stat distribution is a little weird. If it was in a different spot aside from mobility, it would be a very good piece of armor. 57 overall, oh, that was a disappointment. 63 resilience and strength. That's a pretty dang good piece of armor right there. If you don't have very much high stat armor, that's a good one for you. Man, these spikes are really good on these low stat armors. I don't know what's up with this secondary set, this Pathfinder set, but all of them are super low armor. It's like they weren't intended to be brought out, so they're just like giving us random crap stats. Lame. Alright, well, these gauntlets are pretty good for the Warlock, and I would suggest you pick those up, and then pick up the armor if you don't have it for your collections. But let's check out our Titan now. Alright, jumping over to our Titan. Let's see. 61 overall with Resilience, Intellect, Spikes. I'm going to skip that one. 62 overall, but we're missing Discipline. Alright. 58 overall. 63 overall with Resilience and Intellect and Strength. I'm not going to pick up any of these pieces of armor. And moving on to our Pathfinder set, we have 52, 56, 55, 58. See, this piece of armor right here. If this was just a 64, this would be one of the best pieces of armor in the entire game because it's only stats in 3 sections. I mean, come on. That's ridiculous. And it's still honestly not a bad piece of armor. It would fit well in a lot of stuff. It's like 10 off the max, so it's just not quite good enough. Well, that is it for XUR this weekend. If you found this video entertaining or useful, go ahead and share this video with a friend and hit that like button and subscribe. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could help me get there, that would be amazing. And have a wonderful day.